I can't just say I got a creative mindset. I can't even just say that. It was everything. It was me departing from school. It was me connecting with the spiritual. It was me being just a different person. But obviously, I'm going to say all that later in the video. But I want to say that right here at the start of the video. Because, to be honest, I don't even know how the hell I mentally got here. You know what I'm saying? But do I like being different? Yeah, I like being different. This is like one of those personal bio videos again that I said I was going to do last year. So now I'm doing it right now. Like, this makes me feel like the unkiest unk of all time. And I'm only 19. You know what I'm saying? I feel like an unk. I'm like a double adult. Like, I'm double the age. Like, how did my mind get to this? And I'm stuck here. And I'm not complaining because it's lit. But it's like, it's fake world. It's a fake imagination world. But I'm like mentally stuck in this. What I'm saying is, like, I feel like the unkiest unk. I'm the only 19-year-old that got the playlist, that got the vibes, that got the pictures, and that got the happiness with it. What? That's crazy. What happened from August 31st, 2024 through February 2025? My mind, it expanded and it went so far. You don't even understand. Like, when I graduated high school, I was already in the 2010s nostalgia. But on August 31st, 2024, my brain went further. Now, I'm going to be honest. Before August 31st, 2024, July, many days out of August, I was in the 1980s nostalgia. So, obviously, July last year, Maxine came out. When I saw Maxine trailer and heard the music and saw the aesthetic of Maxine back in like April, I was like, I can't wait to see Maxine. I can't wait to watch this movie. So the movie come out in July, and the movie's fine. The movie's cool. The movie's lit. But the 1980s is in the background. The aesthetic is in the background. So I mess with it. And ever since then, I had a deep connection with that. The 80s, that was it. But let's go deeper. August 31st, 2024, my mind went even deeper. So there's this YouTuber called Karine and Lord Biographies. She talks about vintage women. She does biographies, documentaries on beautiful vintage women. And not just vintage women, vintage stars. Both men and women, all ethnicities, models, singers, musicians, actresses, actors, entrepreneur, anybody. Everybody, men and women, big stars, names that you heard of, people who have created big things, people who have created influence, people that you may not even heard of. So if you go to her channel, you get to have a brief history lesson, and it's beautiful. You know, her thumbnails are beautiful, her thumbnails is nice. So August 31st, 2024, and when I went to go check again the other day, she had changed some thumbnails, so the original vibe isn't there. But that original vibe that I saw last year, that was beautiful. Anyway, August 31st, I find her page. Let me clear it up. No. I didn't just find her page on that day. No, that's not how it worked. I found her page. I don't remember exactly the days or the time before I found her page, but I've heard of it, found it. I've been finding a lot of vintage pages that talked about similar celebrities even before her too. And I think I did hear her page months before that, but something said, just go check it out today. Just check it out right now. So I had the right music playing. I checked out her page. Around this time, A$AP Rocky had dropped this song called Taylor Swift. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I've been heard of Taylor Swift unreleased, okay? I've been listening to unreleased music. I know about unreleased. And that song was unreleased years ago. But he finally dropped it on streaming services. And it was a masterpiece. When we first heard it unreleased, people were telling other people that it was Pierre Bourne that had produced it. So I was even more anticipated for that song because of that. But that's not really that's not the guy who produced it. So when we finally get the song released and go check out who produced it, it's somebody else, obviously. Anyway, that's besides the point. Obviously, when you listen to that instrumental, that beat sounds like vintage 1950s. So hearing that song, finding Karine, going on her page while listening to that song, and seeing these women for the first time put my mind in a whole new beginning. I was a different man since then. So I started having love for this shit. And ever since then, it has been a branch that's a part of me. It has built a new path in my brain. So that's technically what I'm starting this YouTube off with that. That was on my old phone. On my old phone, I couldn't make YouTube videos. The only thing I was able to do was tweet. You know what I'm saying? And even if I was able to make YouTube videos, I couldn't speak. Because my camera, my voice was it couldn't pick my voice up. So it sounded like I'm underwater. All you're gonna hear is so the only thing I was able to do was tweet on Twitter. So I tweeted about this whole thing on Twitter. You can literally go through it. It's like a story time. It's like a movie script. Just go through it on Twitter. And I was just enjoying what I was seeing for the first time with the right music. My mind was going crazy. I was in my basement looking at pictures. You know what I'm saying? I was on Googling stuff. I had a Pinterest. I was looking up stuff on Pinterest. I was on YouTube. So then that's when my whole YouTube, my whole social media turned into my world. Now listen to this. August, like 2 weeks before August 31st, I made my last post on Instagram. Ever since that day, I have never posted on social media ever again. Well, I've been posting on YouTube, but I haven't posted on Instagram, I should say. I really was in my own world because I stopped posting on Instagram. At the time, I couldn't post on YouTube because my phone was trash. So I really was in my own world. So I was on Google and Pinterest, just Googling stuff, looking up stuff. And my mind went further. YouTube became my own world. So I started having this deep love for vintage, nostalgia, the 20th century. So my mind started going from 1950s to 80s. Because remember, I said before that I was in the 80s aesthetic. Plus, I grew up on 1980s. 1980s is a part of my life, so I grew up on that. So my mind went from 1950s to 1980s. I'm researching stuff that I've never seen before while also looking back at stuff that I knew about. So I'm mixing it. Plus, I don't like the 2020s. 2010s is the best modern day. I love the 2010s. I'm always bringing that up. So that is still here too. I'm listening to a little bit of songs from the 2010s. I'm creating a whole new aesthetic. So I'm tweeting about all this on Twitter. That's the best way for me to show about this. And my mind entered a new stage where I feel like an unk. I feel like I can have conversations about different people. I feel like I can relate to everybody. I feel like I'm just being more than just a typical teenager. I mean, I'm 18 at the time. And there's a lot of songs, too, that was helping me do that. There was a lot of songs that I was finding at the time. Now, listen to this. Everything that I'm talking about throughout this video, except the 1980s, I did for the first time. So, finding out about the 1950s vintage, the women, the times, the aesthetic, a lot of songs that I also found around that time was for the first time. So, it was really building a new aesthetic. It really felt different. It was beautiful. So, August was the introduction, and September was the continuation. Now, in September, I got thrown off. I got thrown off with some other vibes, but I don't want to bring that up. I don't want to talk about that. I got thrown off by a lot of 2010s vibes, 2010s women. They were taking me out of it. But I was kind of going back in and back and forth, back in and back and forth. Same thing with October, back in, back and forth, back in, back and forth. And then October, my mind said, I was like, you know what? No more of the 2010s. No more of anything here in modern day, because it felt boring. It just felt boring. I felt like it was in my way. So then I said, let's go further and let's stay. So that's what happened in October. Then November was... What was November? November was like 80s. Yeah. Again, look, I'm just being vague with this description. I tweeted about it best on Twitter. So in September, I was looking at IG models. IG baddies, IG women, runway models, runway women. Now this is all 2010s. This is all modern day. October, I went further. I went to 50s and 60s, got into Sharon Tate, which is the 60s. Then that held me down. Then in November, went to like women that was in TV shows, women that was in B movies, women that was in, magazine covers, glamour models. Then house party stuff I kept seeing, and then 90s, 80s house party stuff I kept seeing. Then December was supermodels from the 90s. And then here we are. So January was a continuation of all that. January was a mixture of everything. Same thing with February. Then February also started to re-crush back on Beyonce. So think about everything that I just talked about in this video. It's all from the history. It's all from the past. So that's where my mind is. But time has been flying lately, and time has been throwing me off. Life has just been throwing me off. I kind of just got out of that mood, and I'm kind of itching for it back, because I love where my mind was. Plus, I also was connecting with the spiritual. I was also in nature too. So all of those things kind of departed my mind from this world that I was in. I forgot to mention that. Connecting with the spiritual, and also taking nature walks, hiking, going outside, drinking water, trying to eat better, doing these things for the first time, mixing it all together, having fun, having an open mind for a lot of things. That's who I was when I was 18, about to turn 19. And to be honest, it was starting off pretty well when I was 19. It was starting off pretty well in February. March too. But something happened in March. I just feel like the world was reshifting again, I had to put away my moods and just start this YouTube. So that's what happened in December. In December, I was in a nice mental space, but I had to put aside my moods just for y'all niggas and make content. So I started making content talking about the things I was going through already in December, things that was on my mind. And I never mentioned it in my video because I wasn't sure if I should, but I did that. And then started YouTube and just went along with it, but I never made videos on this. So around that time, November, December, January, I felt like the world was stepping into a new place, which it was. The world was stepping into a new place because the election situation went down. A lot of people was very sick of celebrities, and a lot of stuff wasn't really going on, period. Plus, that's just how the 2020s is, period. 2020s, nothing's really going on, and even if it is, it's trash. It don't matter. It don't meditate on you. It don't meditate on me, is what I'm saying. That shit don't mean shit to me. So it really felt different. November, December 2024. It felt like just a clean slate. Nothing was going on. Plus, I was watching different content. I'm watching everything that was just feeling past-like, It was going in a great direction. November, December, January, it was going in an amazing direction. It felt different. It felt unique. So I felt like, the world was going in an amazing direction. I don't have to rush to get this type of content up on my page. I'm just chilling. I'm just living life. But now I'm regretting it, because now it's like, oh shit, time is flying and shit is feeling weird now. Shit is kind of mid. So let me get it back up. And so that's what that was. Everything was going well until, Super Bowl was fine. Super Bowl was fine. Final Destination trailer came out. That's when shit started changing. And then after that, it just went trash. Val Kilmer passed away, and then it just went trash. I stopped posting for 2 weeks at one point in March. At the end of March through April. And in those 2 weeks, I felt shit change. And then here we are. So, yeah. That shit was, oh my God. That 4 or 5 month era was beautiful, because my mind just kept taking further steps. I went from simple nostalgia to then exploring something that I never heard of, to then feeling like, ooh, this is lit. This is me. because I already like being different at that, so it really felt like I was completely different. Just check my Twitter tweets. Just check my Twitter tweets. Just check them out. I even posted it on my TikTok. Posted it on the wrong platform. Didn't post it anywhere else. That's crazy. Damn. It's crazy because certain personal stuff in real life changed with that. There were certain things that I had that was going on during that exact, everything I'm talking about in this video, during the exact same months, exact same weeks, exact same times, that literally ended at the same time as my mind was ending with the vibes that I was feeling. It's like a fucking matrix. It's like a video game. I can't explain it. I'm like, what? Literally started at the same time and at the same time. So I really feel like I'm far. The music is one of the key plants in this, is one of the key factors in this. A lot of songs I heard again that I haven't heard in a while, and a lot of songs I heard for the first time. So all of that built it up. So it is that I turned my whole social media into my world. It is the music. It is, there's a lot of content creators that likes the vintage shit like me. There's a lot of content creators that likes the vintage shit like me. So finding out about them, the music, me turning my whole YouTube, Pinterest, social media into this, then departing from social media, social anxiety, Instagram, the problems that's going on with today's world, and the fact that I don't like anything that's going on today. So I'm just here. I'm just here in this reality, but I'm not fitting in. I'm just here in this time, but I'm not fitting in. So I really mentally, then I was connecting with the spiritual. So I spiritually was removing myself from anything out here now. The only thing is just, I physically just am here. I'm obviously here with y'all, obviously. I literally departed myself from every social construct that was trying to break me down. The only thing that I failed with is vegan, because I'm also trying to become a vegan too. So I really felt like I was removing myself from the darkness of this world. See, certain people's not gonna understand what I mean. That's why it's my channel, because only me understand who I am. Only me understand me. I'm living for me. I'm not living for nobody else. So this is one of those personal videos to explain my mind, but I would hope you get what I mean. I mean, I'm bad at telling stories, but I will hope you get what I mean. This is like the best vibes out right now. I ain't gonna lie, out right now, because it mixes history and vintage and nostalgia all together at once during this trash time. So because nothing is going on and these times is mid, that is here at least. It's the at least part. So at least this is here. You know what I'm saying? And it creates something new because it's your first time seeing it. So it makes last year have swag. It makes recent years feel better. Plus, it's the first half of the 2020s. So it feels much closer to the 2010s rather than the second half of the 2020s for closer to the 2030s, which is too much to the future. Like, what the hell? Even June, I felt like this. June, like immediately when I graduated, I felt like this. To be honest, I feel like this a lot of times. There's a lot of days where I've been feeling like this, a lot of years, because I grew up on a lot of old stuff too. So I already feel like I have an old soul. I mean, my teachers at my school used to say that. They were saying that to me when I was in middle school, that I had an old soul. My mom even said it. A lot of people said I had an old soul. So that is making me feel like, what? Is this for me? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of times when I had these type feelings. It's just August through February. It was just all at once. And I think it depends on the women that I like too. Like when I like specific girls from the past, it keeps my mind frame in that time. But if I also like a girl out of that time, it's going to put me into, it's all time. It's all like mind, moods, time frame shit that I be going on with. It's like a weird mental game that I got. I've been feeling like that. There's a lot of times when I have a lot of days, a lot of weekends, a lot of moments when I'm just interested in old stuff. But August through February was the whole thing at once. It was like all together for like 5 months straight, and I wasn't even sick of it. I wasn't drained or tired of it. It just felt new. I wasn't sick of it, so I missed that. I want that back. I want that back forever.